Next item on conduct of business, please.
Item 6B, approve, design, and adopt resolution rejecting Shaw Pipeline, Inc. bid, authorizing the city manager to execute a construction contract with JMB Construction, Inc. for the First Avenue Sewer Replacement Project in the amount of $997,719 and approving a construction contingency of $150,000, approving a total project budget in the amount of $1,350,000, and appropriating $322,000 from the wastewater fund.
Good evening.
Jimmy.
Honorable Mayor, members of the City Council. The item in front of you tonight is regards to the award of construction contract to replace the sewer main along First Avenue. And this project was identified as one of the improvement projects in the city's wastewater collection system replacement work program to reduce, infiltration inflow, sewer overflows, and ongoing maintenance needs. So currently, the existing sewer pipeline diameter is 5 inches, which is located between the cul-de-sac First and 504 First Avenue, as you see on the slide there. The pipeline is also shallow at some location and has experienced issues with sewer backups and overflows during heavy storm events. Since the diameter is 5 inches, staff is unable to insert the city's CCTV camera to perform the inspection to determine the condition of the sewer pipe. Therefore, staff has been dedicating routine maintenance to ensure the sewer pipeline continues to flow. So this project will replace approximately 1,500 feet of existing undersized sewer main with the new 8-inch sewer main. To obtain the bids for the project, staff advertised the project twice in the newspaper, and 2 contractors attended the non-mandatory pre-bid meeting, and 3 contractors submitted the bids during the bid opening day. The bid prices range from approximately $502,000 to about $1.17 million, and the lowest bid price was received from Shaw Pipelines. Staff reviewed the bid proposals and determined that Shaw Pipeline bid was non-responsive due to their experience modification rate, which is EMR, being higher than the city's requirement. EMR is a numeric representation of a business worker's compensation claims history and safety record as compared to other businesses in the same industry within the same state. The higher the EMR rating, it relates to the contractors having more claims, which correlates to higher safety risk of the contractor. The average EMR rating is 1.0, and greater than average EMR rating indicates, again, a higher safety risk. The city standard specification section 004513, which is the statement of qualification section, states that the bidder with a rating in excess of 1.50 shall be deemed to be non-responsive and their bid rejected. Shaw Pipeline has an EMR rating of 1.63. So as a result, Shaw Pipeline bid needing to be rejected, the next lowest responsive and responsible bidder is JMB Construction, and their bid is approximately $1 million. JMB has the qualifications and experience to perform the work on this project, since they've done numerous projects for cities, including South San Francisco, Burlingame, Santa Clara, and including San Bruno here. And for our city, they completed the work for the Crestmore Neighborhood Reconstruction Phase 3 project, College Pump Station 4, Genevan Sewer Main Replacement Project, and and recently San Mateo Avenue Water and Sewer Replacement Project. So as for the fiscal impact, the slide shows the city completed the design in-house for this project, and will also be performing the construction management and inspection services for this project as well. However, there's a need of a professional firm to perform material testing and compaction tests to ensure the contractor's work project meets the project specifications. So staff is recommending Smith Emery to perform the services in an amount not to exceed about $50,000. The fiscal year 2018-23 budget includes this project and currently has an available balance of about $970,000. And staff is requesting an additional appropriation of $322,000 from the wastewater fund to complete the project to supplement the cost for the JMB construction contract, 15% contingency, and staff management, inspection, and material testing services for a total estimated cost of $1.35 million. And there are available funds in the wastewater enterprise to fund the additional appropriations. As for the construction impacts, there will be construction impacts for those residents living near the project vicinity, such as temporary roadway closures, noise, dust, and access in and out of the driveways. And parking will also be restricted when the construction work is occurring. Staff will coordinate coordinate with the residents and contractor to minimize these impacts. As for the project schedule, it's estimated to be completed within 60 working days, and it's anticipated to start at the end of this year or early next year, depending on weather conditions. So this is the recommendation tonight, to approve the design and adopt the resolution to reject Shaw's pipeline bid, and then authorizing the city manager to execute a contract with JMB Construction and approving a total budget of $1.35 million. This concludes my presentation. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Jimmy. Comments and questions from council. Councilmember Salazar.
Through the chair, thank you. So first of all, I want to thank you and commend you for doing the design in-house and taking on the construction management. I think that definitely builds confidence from the public in our ability to deliver the projects and focus on the bottom line, so I definitely appreciate that. Are we going to open up the street to do this replacement, or is this going to be a slip line kind of thing?
No, it's an open trench.
It's an open trench.
Right.
So this street was just repaved after we did the grade separation, right? So this is fairly new pavement, or wasn't? It wasn't.
No,
Okay.
they held
So, okay. The other thing I brought up before, and I'd like to see as part of this project, especially since we're going to open up the street, is allowing the residents on this street to get together and participate in some sort of a lower lateral replacement program that I think would be a significant cost reduction to them because of the fact that the street is open and we can do a bunch in bulk. A while back, I was part of a vote that took away funds that used to fund these programs, and this is an older neighborhood, and I'm sure there's a lot of lower laterals there that could use some attention. So if we could somehow package that and put it out to the neighborhood so that they could participate in that, I think that would be great for that neighborhood.
We included a bid item for the lower laterals installation as well, and that's something that we will be working with the residents, to determine whether they're interested in replacing the lower laterals. So there is a bid item and then the cost associated with that already from the contractor.
And as part of the project, once you get the street open, if there are lower laterals that are, in fact, not connectable, if they're in such bad shape that you can't connect them anymore, what typically would be the process?
Well, it depends, how far the contractor has to go up, towards the house to connect the lower lateral. And as part of his contract, it's currently just the connection between the main and then the lateral. That's his work scope. So if there's additional pipeline that needs to be, dug up to go towards the nearest good pipe, then the city may end up having to, issue a change order to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I assume this neighborhood is using the Orangeburg pipe?
I'm not sure what the lateral materials are.
Okay. All right. Okay, thank you.
Other questions or comments?
Yes, please.
Marty?
Thank you. Echo, yes. In-house design and having our staff do the inspection and manage, that's great. To determine the sewer laterals, or maybe we could video those if it's available to determine the condition of those before you. Let me make sure I understand. So there's a bid item that is part of the bid, or that part of the bid item is to be paid by the homeowner?
The bid item is included so that we were able to obtain a cost from the contractor to replace the laterals if the homeowners are interested in replacing it. And so we don't have to do that, during, the construction period, right? Because we have the bid already up front from the contractor.
How much is that?
I don't have the cost in front of me.
Okay. My other concern then would be these streets are in pretty bad shape. We're doing the sewer currently. What about the water?
The water is in good condition. There's no leaks along the First Avenue. Is what I'm.
It's in good.
Yes.
How old is it?
I'm not sure what when that was installed.
Okay. That was installed recently?
I'm not sure when that was installed.
I guess to look into that, it would be horrible that are we going to repave the whole street?
We are, yes.
Okay, so it would look bad if we went ahead and replaced the sewer and then came back and had to do something about the water. So I don't know how you're going to assess that based on, I guess, leak reports and the age of the pipes and so forth. But that's primarily, my last question is, so when Shaw Pipeline worked in San Bruno, in the Crestmore area, and for their AMR, what was the term, the acronym that you used?
EMR.
EMR. Did you talk to them about that at all? And can you share any information? Was it somebody in the office that got hurt, or was somebody out in the field that got hurt?
There was a letter that was included as part of the bid that they explained their rationale about some of the accident that happened out in the field, that they claimed that it was, they claimed that it was not that serious of an issue. But regardless, you know, whether we can justify accepting their bid or not, our contract document states that anything over 1.50 needs to be rejected.
Okay. That's a big difference, you know, it's basically double the price.
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
One more question. Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
Jimmy, is there any storm sewer in this area? I know
There
there's
are-
an easement down there that I think
There's a
is-
pine box there. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a large storm box culvert that's running through there.
Is our construction going to go anywhere near there where we could do any
No.
inspection underground? No?
No.
Not an opportunity for that? Okay. I like the idea of dig once, so if there's anything else in there we can look at. Okay, thank you.
Laura.
To piggyback on Councilmember Medina's question about the water mains, I know that, you know, typically if you don't have a lot of leaks in an area, then you're going to consider those mains probably in good condition, but I know water mains and sewer mains aren't really next to each other because you never want to have a break on one of those that blows the sewer main. But if you are opening the streets, is there some sort of look you can have at some point to do an assessment?
No, the only
Is
way to
that
do an assessment for the water main is to dig it up and take a look at the pipe conditions. There,
So maybe the bigger question is, when was the last time those mains were replaced? Because we've you know, seen in the past, and I know we've talked about it too, where you do one thing and then, you know, a few years later, you're like, oh, you got to tear up that street because now we got to replace water mains. But just it's a question,
Sure.
and you can dig further. The other comment I just want to make is really about JMB Construction. They're the same company that did the San Mateo Avenue sewer line. So just an observation, a lot of sloppy stuff, messes left around. I know, for an example, on a couple different occasions, just walking up and down San Mateo Avenue. You know, and San Mateo Avenue, I think, is more, it's a public area. It's not as highly traveled as First Avenue. But still, we got to care about our community and our city. So I just want to make sure, I mean, I give you one example. Vehicles got picked up by, on a Saturday late morning, and, you know, the tractors got put on a trailer, and they took them away, and it was just piles of asphalt and chunks left on San Mateo Avenue. Nobody really cares, but that's JMB. So, you know, I'd like to approve the contract tonight, but I also wanted to say that they've got to do better. And what we've seen and what I've seen on a number of different occasions is sloppy work. So, thank you.
Thank you. Irene? Okay. Any action from council in regards to take a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve the resolution. The resolution. Do I have a second?
Is there a second? Thank you, Michael.
Anyone?
Is there a second?
Yes, I'll second.
Okay.
There's been a motion made and second to adopt the resolution. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Medina,
Aye.
Councilmember O'Connell,
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Davis,
Aye.
Mayor Medina.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.